Hello, y'all. It's your boy Jake from State Farm, and I'm here with another video. I'm here with that college roommate part 2. You know what I'm saying? Or co-ed living situation part 2. Not college roommate. Co-ed living situation. Let me put my hands down so I can see me. Co-ed living situation part 2, because I said I was gonna do it, and I really didn't feel like making this video today. Like, I really didn't. I was gonna go home and just relax, play some video games, and get ready for work tomorrow. You know what I mean? So I'm tired. I just got off. I'm tired. But I need to make this video because I need to be consistent. Damn it, I need to be consistent. So I'm here with this. Wait, hold on. I'm driving too. So I'm driving home, but shit. But now I might just drive around to, you know, kill. Oh my God. Y'all, did you guys see that person that just walked by? You saw that person? Yeah, I almost ran him the fuck over because this fool just ran out into the street. Like, oh my God. Luckily, I wasn't, you know, zooming because I'm alert. Oh my God. Hey, y'all, I see that would have been on camera too. If he were to hit my car, I would have got that shit on camera. Cause what? And there's no crosswalk. This fool is just walking across the street. Like, there's no crosswalk. That is dangerous. What was I gonna say? Yeah, roommate story. Okay, let me sum this up real quick because I'm tired. I'm tired. But I said I was gonna make this. Who am I gonna talk about? Who am I talking about? Oh, okay. So I'm going to talk about Mr. Scorpio. Okay, today is about Mr. Scorpio. Okay, so basically, this is the Scorpio man that was in the room as me, the same room as me and the Pisces woman, the one that I, you know, talked about in the previous video when I was discussing the Gemini man. Go ahead and, you know, look at that video when y'all get a chance. Hold on, y'all, hold on. There's too much going on in these streets. Too much going on. What was I gonna say? But yeah, so Scorpio man, like, what was I gonna say? There's really no beef with him. He kind of just lost his marbles. Like, he kind of snapped on everyone in the house because I'm trying to think, should I give y'all the backstory first? Or yeah, I'm gonna give y'all the backstory first. I feel like that'll just make more sense, you know, instead of me trying to. No, I'm not gonna give y'all the backstory. I'm gonna tell the story from, you know, my perspective and how things just unfolded from my eyes. Because I feel like, you know, like how it is once you know a story, like once you've experienced something, you know, you want to try to set it up a certain way, make it all nice and pretty for the viewers to get. But fuck it, I'm gonna just talk, like, whatever. If it don't make sense, it don't make sense. Hopefully I got pen and paper to write it down. You could translate what I'm saying. I don't know. Okay, so basically, I moved into that place. In the beginning, Scorpio man was cool. He was this nice Nigerian guy. I paused. I was like, is that too much information? That's not too much information. Like, there's a lot of Nigerian people. He was this nice Nigerian guy. Well, nice at first. He would like make, you know, not food. Well, he would make food, but his food wasn't good. Like, he wasn't making good food. And then he would make this other dish that I forgot what it was called, but basically he was a nice man. Long story short, nice man, making food, talking, having conversations. You know, before when I was struggling to find a barber, he even would give me haircuts for free, like, you know, or I would still pay him a little bit, but, you know, real nice person. We're just vibing. He even warned me about Gemini man. He even warned me and said, careful with that one. Like, he got a mouth on him. He's from New York. He's very rowdy, very feisty. Just be careful. So when things took a turn, I was really surprised. But at the same time, I wasn't, because I wasn't even upset with him, because I understood, you know, with his mindset. Because when you're someone who's kind of been like attacked a lot, or, you know, when you're always on the defense, you know, it's real quick for you to think someone's trying to jip you or stab you in the back. So if you turn cold or you pull away from them, someone you were nice to, giving haircuts with, I understand, because he's been through a lot. Like, he was one of them, like, child soldiers. Like, he's been through a lot. Like, he's seen some things. Okay, so yeah, basically nice in the beginning, you know. Like I said, I didn't say this shit like 4 times. So I gotta think, what else? Like, how did this shit happen? He was nice in the beginning. I'm about to edit this. He was nice in the beginning. making meals and shit, you know, sharing food, haircuts, weed as well. I would give him weed, you know, nice, cool. But then things began to look a little raw because he just would do certain things. Like so for example, I was in the bathroom, you know, taking care of my business, and I hear him just start laughing hysterically in the room, like just laughing and start talking. And I'm like, okay. When I left to go to the bathroom, he was on the phone with anyone. This is just a little weird, but he could have picked up the phone, but something was just weird. So I get out the bathroom, I'm done. I go back in the room, he's just staring at the wall. He's just staring at the wall. So there's his bed, and then the wall. So he's in that space, like, get up off your bed, the wall's right there. He's just staring at the wall, like just calmly staring at the wall, like he wasn't just laughing hysterically, having a conversation. Okay, so those things starting to happen. I'm like, okay, something might not be right here, but I'm like, that's none of my business, you know, like if he's taking his medicine or whatever's happening, I don't care, like, you know, it's none of my business. But then it would be like 6 in the morning, and I would hear him yelling in the phone, I'm a motherfucking lion. You can't kill me. You can't take me down. You think you can stop me? And I'm like, who the fuck is he talking to? Who is he talking to? A lion? You a lion? They can't take you down. Like, I'm thinking crazy. Like, I'm thinking like, you know, it's it's the dead possum. Oh, like I'm thinking, you know, who is after him? Who are you fleeing from? Are they gonna come over here to the house and shoot the whole house up? Like, what is going on? Like, what is really happening right now? What is really happening here? So then I start asking the roommates. I'm like, you know, like, what the fuck? I'm like, you know, is there something going on? Martin reunion? I thought that shit already, June 16th. Y'all gonna watch that Martin reunion? I'm getting distracted. Anyways, I'm like, so what's going on, y'all? Like, you know, I'm asking the roommates that I do fuck with. I'm like, you know, what's happening? You know, does he normally do that? And they're like, yeah, he's schizophrenic. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Okay, all right. I just feel like that should have been said. You know what I'm saying? Like, by the way, I do have schizophrenia. You know what I mean? I just thought that should have been known. That should have been known because and the whole 6 a.m. bathroom thing, like that was happening for a little while too. So I just, you know, sometimes people have problems and I'm like, okay, he did get up and go to the bathrooms maybe, you know, or like sometimes like he'll either be rambling in the bathroom or he'll be outside, rambling outside. But I guess he was still loud outside because I heard him and the landlords this one time arguing outside because like, you too fucking loud. Oh, I think somebody passed away or something over here. But anyways, so yeah, and mind you, I should have asked way sooner. Like, I let that shit go on for too long. And y'all, some of y'all know what I'm talking about. When you let certain things just go on a little bit too long for you ask or do anything, or you know what I mean? Because you're kind of just in your own thoughts about it. You're like, you know, maybe, you know, you start to try to reason or find reasons or make up these stupid excuses. And I just had enough of that. So all that was happening in the beginning. Then like I said, I asked my roommates and shit. They told me, and then it was still happening. And then like I said, he would be outside trying to be quiet about it. I was like, bro, why don't you just lower your voice? Like, just lower your voice. You don't have to scream about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe he's having an episode, so it's not in his control. So that's the case. Like, why, you know, is he not consistently taking his medicine? Like, what's going on? What's really going on? This is what happens when you live in a place when they don't check your credit score. Like, for real, this is what happens. Because what? Like, they didn't check my credit score, didn't it? But again, I didn't have credit. Like, you know, I didn't have credit. I was still building my credit. Like, I didn't have shit. So that's why I got to this place. But I guess when you do that type of shit, you don't know what type of motherfuckers might be walking up in there too. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So then, you know, he's doing those things and I'm like, okay, but we're like, you know, that's just him. And then they started to calm down because I think, you know, since everyone was kind of like picking up on it and he was getting to the altercation with the landlord. So I think he did start taking his medicine or something. And he does have medicine. And here's how I know why. One of my crazy nights out with my white friends never mind. y'all, never mind, just never mind. We'll get to that another day. I was out one of my crazy experiences with my white friends, and I came home to see, oh, this was insane. I pulled up, I'm sitting in my car still. I see the Scorpio man outside, shirtless, like, woo, woo, like, what you want to do, woo, woo, woo. And then the Hoteps, the man and the woman, the Hotep couple, the lady's like, get out, get out, get out. And he's like, woo, 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 woo. And then turns out they was beefing, because apparently Scorpio man and the Hotep couple, they've been living there for a while and they've been had beef, but they settled it. But I guess, you know, those bullshit started again, y'all. The bullshit started again, and it led to a fight. Apparently the Hotep woman, her grandma's pot, the pot that grandma gave her dead grandma gave her, grandma passed away, that gave her, went missing, and they thought the Hotep man did it, because they're like, who else would do that fucking shit? And he's like, I don't know, I ain't stealing. Basically, yeah, that happened. And then I know he has medicine, because after they locked him outside or closed the door, told him to get out, get out, get out, he was like, wait, I need my medicine, wait, I need my medicine. What medicine? But yeah, so then there was that, and then to make matters worse, he started to be nasty, like. And what was weird was because this wasn't happening at first. Like, for example, water on the floor. So he would take a shower or whatever, and it would be like a big puddle of water, like puddle of water. And we're like, what the fuck? So we first put up the signs. You know how it goes with the signs, but like a nice friendly sign, because like I said, oh, I didn't say this, but we were on different schedules and we weren't seeing him, you know, when this was happening, or like we'd be gone all day, or like, you know, so we just put up a sign, like a little reminder. But of course, it kept happening. Why do y'all do that? Just admit you see the signs and you fucking ignore it. Because if the sign is right above the toilet, right by the shower, there's just no excuse. Oh, I didn't see it. Oh, there's no fucking excuse. For those bitches who see the signs and still leave the mess, jump off. Never mind. I don't know if I can say that on YouTube. Ooh, I don't know if I can say that on YouTube. Eat some fucking glass, bitch. Because what? I'm irritated. Like, why do y'all do that? If I see a sign, you know, talking about cleanliness, whatever the case may be, pay attention and just fix it. It is not that hard, especially when it's right in your face. You're being annoying at this point. And the water shit was really becoming a problem, because Pisces woman was she walked in there using the bathroom in the middle of the night and almost slipped. And that was really dangerous, because at the time she was preggers. So if she almost slipped on that puddle of water, like, you gotta clean the shit up. 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 Hey, clean the shit up. I was thinking of a beat in my head, but I can't do it right now because I'm driving. But anyways, clean the shit up. So then, you know, we confronted him about it. You know, I was like, hey, you know, like, you left the pile of water on the floor. And his whole demeanor, oh, that water from this morning, that was actually you. But in actuality, that's the same puddle that you left on the floor from that same morning. So what are you talking about? What are you really saying right now? What are you saying to me right now? What are you saying to me right now? I was like, you know what? You know, I wasn't gonna go back and forth with him, because I could tell he was ready to argue. Like I said, he was already on the defense, because everyone in the house was starting to have problems with him, because like I said, those conversations, you know, were starting to get to people, the landlord, and then he must really be on some shit, because when he was like, you know, beefing with the Hoteps, and when he was, you know, doing the conversation thing, someone in the house was like, we gotta hide the knives again. Again? What do you mean hide the knives again? And what was really weird was how the Karen in the house, like when he was starting to act all, you know, cuckoo, she bought him a knife set. Like, just randomly bought him a knife set and put it on the bed. And I found that weird, because she wasn't fucking with a majority of people in the house. There was some weird shit going on in the house, y'all. Weird shit. Like I said, why are y'all hiding the knife set? And why did she just it's just not making sense. Something's not adding up. Things are not adding up. So, you know, he's thinking everyone's against him, because obviously, you know, things are happening. But it's like, bro, everyone's not against you. It's just, you're just annoying. Like, you're over here acting crazy. You're over here talking to whoever on the phone, and you being loud, and you doing all this, and we're trying to tell you to clean up after yourself, and it's a fucking problem. And then it's like, on top of that, Gemini Man in the last episode said you haven't paid your rent in like 3 months. So it's like, you are really just barking up all the wrong fucking trees at this point. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, they got the fruit stand outside. Ooh, should I pull over and get that? No, I can't. I gotta go home. Gotta go home. But yeah, so that's happened. I'm trying to think, what else was that man doing? He was doing that, the laughing thing. Yeah. So then, long story short, you know, the landlords have enough. I'm like, finally, y'all should have kicked him out way sooner. After like the knife situations and the fact that he was beefing with people before all this, like, it's just, But anyways, they finally have enough of him. And it's like, so to speak, like, okay, just to let y'all know, like, everything was not that man's fault. I will say that, like, yeah, he did certain things, you know, I've said the things he's done, but the hoteps were also like fucking with that man. But since he was already going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, it really didn't help his case when he tried to like defend himself, because he was already, like I said, barking up all these wrong trees. And I really feel like if he just were, you know, just to be clean and just was acting right, he would have been in the clear. But, and the hoteps were a buddy with the landlord, so you know they really were using that to their advantage to get his ass up out of there. So yeah, he finally got his 30-day notice, and everyone was like, hallelujah, hallelujah. Because it was just a lot with him, y'all. Like I said, the phone calls, just everything I've stated. And on top of that, like certain foods, like he would make, and it wasn't like traditional African food. Like it was like, the shit he was making was literally like spoiled, like, and it stuck up the whole house. Like motherfuckers literally in the house gagging. Like the landlords literally had to tell him, they were like, whatever you just made, you cannot make that ever again, because it was like rancid. Like even I was like, ooh, like what is that? And it was weird because he normally didn't make shit like that. So even when I was like, ooh, like what is that? What are you making? What is going on? In fact, the landlord had to come in there and have to Febreze and air out the whole place. They were like, yeah, man, you can't be doing that. So that really rubbed people the wrong way as well, because he just would not like. Anyways, 30-day notice, right? I hope this isn't too frantic. 30-day notice, okay? Long story short, it's like, he has like 2 days left, I think. No, the day comes. And so the landlords tell me what happened after the fact, and one of my roommates told me what happened, and they show me the video of what's happening with him. So basically, the landlords come in the house and they're like, all right, like, are you ready? You know, like, it's time to go. And then he's like, what do you mean? He's like, what do you mean? And he knew. They clearly gave him the 30-day notice. Like, it wasn't like he was blindsided. He knew what the fuck was going on. And then he's like, what do you mean? And they're like, well, what do you mean? What do you mean? It's your 30-day notice. He flips. I'm not going anywhere. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I'm not going anywhere. You can't just throw me out on the street like this. Blah, 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 blah. I'm going to be homeless. I'm going to be living in a tent. Like, God's going to get you. God's going to get all of you. Blah, blah, blah. Like, do. Like, he's going off. And then in the video, they're like, you know, if you don't want to leave the premises, we're going to have to call the police. We're going to have to call the police to get you to leave. And, you know, he was going stupid. And everyone's recording. Like, you know, obviously they're recording. And then he calms down and he leaves. But he keeps telling them, God's going to get you. I'm going to be in a tent. And, yeah. And then he was out. And then we never saw him again. So, yeah. And, well, I forgot this too. He was also always listening to, like, these same 2 church songs. And when I say same 2 songs, I literally mean same exact 2 songs every single day. But it's like, I really think he was just having an episode, because like I said, he wasn't doing this at first. Like, he was, like I said, he was nice, cooking me shit, cooking every other people's shit. He was playing I was letting him play my PS4 because he liked to play soccer, the soccer game, the FIFA, you know, giving him weed. Like I said, he was a cool dude at first, but then something really just, and then, like I said, the phone calls, okay? He started playing he got real religious. He was always a little religious, but he got real religious. Started playing those same 2 Jesus songs on repeat. But they were like these Caribbean songs, like Caribbean African songs. Was it Caribbean African song? Was it just? No, yeah, it's like a Caribbean African song. It's a Caribbean African song. And it's literally ingrained in my brain. Cause I remember the song clear as day. Cause he was literally playing it every single day. Playing them songs, like I said, laughing to himself, the conversations, everything kind of just happened at once. Like everything really started like it's like he just spiraled. It's like he really just spiraled. But yeah, that's what happened with that man, y'all. I don't know where he's at. I never heard from him after that situation. And I was thinking, dude, the whole hide the knives. And the fact that the Karen of the house gave him a knife set, like a nice brand new knife set, and put it on his bed, gave him a little note with a little smiley face on it. What's the smiley face for? What is this man finna do? Like, I didn't like that. Like, they were just, like, what? I should have left. If anything would have happened, it would have been my dumb ass fault. Yeah. So there it is. Scorpio man, y'all. He was a trip. That shit was crazy with him. That shit was crazy. And just like experiencing it, like just hearing, like, y'all, the first time I heard that shit, it woke me up at 6 in the morning. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, who is yelling like that? And that he has like a deep voice and a thick Nigerian accent, like a thick accent. So you hearing that, and he's talking about how he's a motherfucking lion. Like, I'm like, what? Like, that was a lot. Like, that was a lot. Like, wow. So yeah, that's Scorpio man. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hope y'all enjoyed that. I hope it wasn't too all over the place. I think I said it pretty nice. We have a few more people to talk about in the house. I can't wait to tell you about these hoteps, because it's just like, it just really shows how people are really just can be so two-faced. Like, these are the same people, like the woman, she was cooking for me. She made me homemade strawberry cheesecake, you know, was so nice and caring. But at the same time, like an evil, conniving woman, like just so evil, so conniving. She had that, oh, you could trust me, you could tell me your business. You know, people say I'm like the therapist, you know, like I'm like people's mom. Oh shit, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. I shouldn't have made that, I'm sorry. Well, you were going kind of slow and I was already out, but I'm sorry. Anyways, yeah, she's like, you could trust me, you know, if you're ever going through something, you could tell me. People in the house would tell her their business, and then she running. I can't believe she would do that. She's so fucking stupid. Oh, but we could trust you, right? But we could trust you. Like, no, y'all can't trust people like that. Like, you can't even trust when someone's being nice to you. Like, what? And food is the weight of my heart. You make me something, like, I love you. Like, I love you. You make me food, and it's like, I can't even trust that anymore. Like, what? I hate you guys. I fucking hate you, motherfuckers. I fucking hate you, bitches. But yeah, I'll get into that next video, because there's a few other people I want to talk about in this household. And it's even, yeah, we'll talk about it. But all right, y'all. Okay.